I want to talk about the Stanley Cup playoffs for a second and how we're getting a repeat of what we had last year. Last year, the Edmonton Oilers, Jesus Christ, faced the Florida Panthers, and Florida beat them in 7 games. This year, we have the Edmonton Oilers going up against the Florida Panthers in the rematch. Now, there are some great names in this series. You have Connor McDavid. You have Dry Saddle. There are some names in this series, obviously. Kachuk. Most of the Panthers team that won it last year is back for this season. But I think the difference is the goalie play for the Edmonton Oilers. Both of these teams are almost similar to what they were last year. Outside of, I think Edmonton did get a couple players this offseason, and they've been pretty important when we talk about scoring. They've been pretty important, attacking the net. They've been good. They've been one of the best scoring teams. Once they started picking things up, they've been one of the best scoring teams in the NHL. And the Florida Panthers, it feels like they are just the most physical team we've ever seen. On top of that, what they did to the Hurricanes. Now, yes, I understand the Hurricanes had a lengthy losing streak. I don't think they won a game in the or Stanley Cup Eastern Conference Finals or whatever since 2006. They getting destroyed, but they did win a game. I will give that. But the Panthers, they just put it on you. Pause. They are just they attack the net with aggression and with ferocity. They do not stop, and it's like their entire team they just throw everything at you. They're fast. They're physical. They throw everything at you. So when you hear that, you probably think to yourself, well, of course, the Panthers, they've lost 5 games this entire playoffs. They lost once to the Lightning. It was a 7-game series to the Maple Leafs, and they lost 1 game to the Hurricanes. On top of that, the Edmonton Oilers they beat the Kings 4-2, they beat the Golden Knights 4-1, and they beat the Stars 4-1. The X factor of this series is going to be Skinner. For people that don't know who that is the goalie for the Edmonton Oilers. As great of scoring as they have, again, they have arguably one of the best players of all time in Connor McDavid. They have as great as they are scoring, I don't think they will be able to keep up with the Florida Panthers if Skinner cannot stop Florida. Which is what we saw last year. I know it was a 7-game series, but a lot of those games, Edmonton was down big early. And they had to fight and claw back because they just did not have goalie play. Now, I don't think that their goalie is the greatest, but I think he's much improved from last year. And because of that, and because, they're both, the Panthers and the Oilers, they're just juggernauts right now. I'm going to go with the Edmonton Oilers. I picked them last year, and I was drastically wrong. But I think Skinner being better this year, and, they've been great. Both these teams have been great, obviously, but I think that Connor McDavid is playing at a different level, and Skinner is playing at a much better level than last year. And if this is Florida, yeah, I'm gonna go with the Edmonton Oilers. They have the best player in the series, and their goalie is much better from last year, even though he still has those games. There's a bunch of games where they had to come back, like they were down. What is that game? That game, they were up 3-0 against the Stars and lost 6-3. Now, that is just one game, and throughout this playoffs, he's been great, the goalie for the Skinner, but he's gonna have to come correct this because you're going up against a Florida team that is aggressive. I won't say that, but I am predicting that the Edmonton Oilers are going to win the Stanley Cup Finals in 7 games. So we'll see. But this has been an exciting Stanley Cup playoffs outside of, my Capitals getting bounced out the second round by the Hurricanes 4-1, and then the Hurricanes just getting absolutely dog-walked by the Panthers in the finals, or the Eastern Conference Finals. But it's been a good series. I think a lot of people predicted either the Stars, the Golden Knights, or the Hurricanes to win it all, and neither one of them made it to the finals. So it's going to be interesting, but we'll see. Oh, man, you stayed to the end of the video. I appreciate you. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss any content from your boy. You can also go back and watch past episodes, past clips, and don't forget that the Unpopular Podcast, new episodes drop every Wednesday and Saturday. Appreciate you.